is recognized for his statements.
Thank you, Madam Chair. And I certainly want to associate myself with Representative Connolly's remarks earlier regarding the manner in which you've honored us with your presence here today and honored Congress for the important lessons of history that must remain present, ever present in our minds to make sure that these types of horrific actions never replicate themselves again. Mr. Bretholz, you had alluded specifically to a question that I wanted to ask, because in your testimony and in Representative Maloney's testimonies both referenced the allegation that the SNCF maintained control over operations of their railroads and sought to maximize their efficiency in deporting their victims. Can you elaborate just for the committee somewhat on the evidence you have seen supporting this claim?
I'm not sure. The transports and the whole organizing the transports, these convoys were formed, directed, and implemented by the French. They did the utmost to do it with deception, with cruelty, and with precision. You see, the deception was, and when we were in the camp of Drancy, which was called the antechamber of Auschwitz, they took away belongings from us. Well, I didn't lose much, just a wristwatch and a stamp collection. But there were some very important valuables, jewelry from the ladies, fur coats. We received a voucher, and on that voucher, every item that they took from us was mentioned on that voucher. It was an itemized voucher. And you know what the deception was? An admonishment to us. Don't lose this voucher, because when you get there, wherever you're going to get, and we never knew where it was. When you get there and you don't have that voucher, you won't get your belongings back. So this gave us it should have given, they wanted us to have a sense of safety. It'll be all right, we'll get it back. That was the deception. And the cruelty was separating families. And the precision was with which they pushed us into this railroad cars. You know, they could have just asked us to step into the car instead of using rifle butts to push us into it. The SNCF was very instrumental in doing it the way they did it. Yes. If that is satisfactory to you, you can have some other question, and maybe I have some other answers. You know?
Thank you. No, just earlier I saw, Ms. Firestone, you were nodding when Chairwoman Ross-Layton asked the question of Mr. Schechter earlier regarding the incident of Kristallnacht and the documents. Did you want to add something to that as well?
Well, you know, the fact that that everybody wants documents is an outrage, because when we were packed into the cattle cars, we already were limited to nothing. Everything was already taken away from us. And then when they say that that he claimed his insurance, I mean, it is so outrageously, awfully unbelievable, because by that time, by the time we were at the railroad station, we had absolutely nothing. Everything was taken away from us. So they were giving us something. We were already stripped of everything. We were told how big the suitcase can be, we can take with us, and how much it can weigh. The suitcase was maybe this size. So they stripped us of everything, take our homes, take our belongings, take everything away from us. And they were giving him money at the railroad station? I think it is so outrageously unbelievable that they even can claim something like this.
Yes, sir. You wanted to add something?
Yeah, I would like to, again, I guess I survived for a reason, and I am humble enough to say it. I survived, and I need to go ahead and make sure that the world is aware and the world doesn't forget it. But the reality is that no other people, no other country has ever done what the Reich did. The very first thing they did to us after they rounded us up and took us and quickly made the decision as to who is to live and who is to die. Even those that they suggested that they're going to let you live, the very first thing they did to you is dehumanize you. They took you away your name, and they went ahead and tattooed a number on your left arm. And I was no longer David. I was number 4172. And I guess I knew my place very quickly. And if I hadn't stood on the feet of my older brother to make me look a little bigger or taller, I would never have survived. I was standing on his 2 feet, and I looked a little bigger, and they were he pointed me the other way. And when history is written, it's been written so many times, that dehumanizing element is one of the cruelest and most painful. And I guess our destiny is to keep on doing what we're doing,
Well,
and
thank
at
you.
the same time have the energy and perseverance to come and see you all and plead with you, and we know that you have heart. We know that you're human beings and that you're good human beings. And in my book, all of you are a gift from God to us.
Well, thank you for
Because you're
maintaining.
Thank you so much.
You're
Thank you for maintaining that energy and perseverance. I will yield back, Madam Chair.
And that faith. Thank you so much, Mr. Rivera. I'm pleased to yield to Mr. Sherman of California, the ranking member.